Welcome back to my channel, The Coins World. Today, we are diving into one of the most remarkable and meaningful coins in modern American history, the 2021 Tuskegee Airman Quarter Dollar. This is not just another quarter. It is a story carved in metal, a symbol of courage, equality, and patriotism that changed the course of U.S. history forever. So stay with me till the end, because once you know the full story behind this coin, you'll never look at your pocket change the same way again. The 2021 Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site Quarter marks the final release in the long-running America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that began in 2010 to honor national parks and historic sites across the United States. For over a decade, this program captured the essence of American heritage, natural wonders, and iconic landmarks, and it fittingly ended with a tribute to one of the most heroic and inspiring groups in American military history, the Tuskegee Airmen. The Tuskegee Airmen were the first African-American military aviators in the United States Armed Forces. They trained at Tuskegee Army Airfield in Alabama during World War II, at a time when racial segregation and prejudice were deeply rooted in American society. Despite the barriers, these brave men proved their excellence, discipline, and unmatched skill in combat, flying over 15,000 missions during the war and earning more than 150 distinguished flying crosses. They not only fought enemies overseas but also battled racial discrimination at home. Their courage shattered stereotypes and opened doors for future generations of African Americans in the U.S. military. The Tuskegee Airmen became a living symbol of perseverance, equality, and victory against all odds. The decision to immortalize their legacy on a U.S. quarter was a moment of immense pride and respect. Released in January 2021, the Tuskegee Airmen Quarter stands as the 56th and final coin in the America the Beautiful series, representing the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site in Alabama, a site that preserves their history, their training grounds, and their indomitable spirit. On the obverse of the coin, we see the familiar image of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan for the 1932 quarter, and refined by William Cousins. Around it are the inscriptions United States of America, Liberty. In God We Trust, and the denomination Quarter Dollar. But it's the reverse design that truly tells the story. Created by artist Chris Costello and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill, it depicts a Tuskegee Airman pilot suiting up, ready for flight, while in the background, the mode field control tower and P-51 Mustangs soar in the sky, the very planes the airmen flew in World War II. The inscription reads, "They fought TWO wars," symbolizing their fight against fascism abroad and racial inequality at home. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Coins World. Today, we're diving deep into the story behind one of the most beautiful and meaningful coins of the modern U.S. Mint era, the 2017 Ellis Island Quarter Dollar. This coin isn't just another piece of pocket change. It's a silent storyteller carrying with it the dreams, struggles, and hopes of millions who once stepped onto American soil seeking a new life. So, if you have this coin, it might just turn the tables for you. Stick around till the end to learn about its worth and how you can sell it. The 2017 Ellis Island Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a remarkable coin series that began in 2010 to honor national parks and historic sites across all U.S. states and territories. This specific quarter pays tribute to Ellis Island, located in the New York harbor, which served as the gateway for over 12 million immigrants entering the United States between 1892 and 1954. For countless families, Ellis Island was more than just a building. It was the door to a new world, a place of hope, opportunity, and sometimes heartache. Every inch of that island has witnessed tears of joy, fear, and relief. The Ellis Island Quarter beautifully captures this powerful human journey in a design that is both emotional and historically rich. The reverse side of the coin, designed by artist Barbara Fox and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill, features a moving scene: an immigrant family just arriving at Ellis Island. The father looks upward, perhaps toward the Statue of Liberty in the distance, symbolizing hope and freedom. The mother gently holds her baby, while the boy at her side clutches a small American flag, a symbol of dreams finally within reach. In the background stands the main building of the Ellis Island Immigration Station, an architectural icon of America's immigrant history. The inscriptions read, "Ellis Island, New Jersey, 2017, and E Pluribus Unum." Each word adds depth to the image. Together, they remind us of unity, belonging, and diversity. Values that define the United States. On the obverse side, the coin carries the classic portrait of George Washington, first used in 1932, with the inscriptions, United States of America, Liberty, in God We Trust band. $quarter. The Ellis Island quarter was released on August 28, 2017 as the 39th coin in the America the Beautiful series. It was minted at Philadelphia P. Denver D. and San Francisco S. Mints. The San Francisco Mint also produced special proof and silver proof versions for collectors, which are some of the most desirable in the series. Now let's talk about what collectors love the value. On platforms like eBay, Etsy, heritage auctions, and other numismatic marketplaces, the 2017 Ellis Island quarter has been selling at prices that surprise many casual coin holders. Uncirculated and proof coins, especially those graded MS69 or MS70 by professional grading companies. The 2018 Voyageurs quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, launched by the U.S. Mint in 2010 to celebrate the most iconic national parks and historic sites in every state and territory. This particular coin honors Voyageurs National Park in the state of Minnesota, a breathtaking landscape filled with lakes, forests, and wildlife. The park was established in 1975 to preserve the natural beauty of the region and to commemorate the French-Canadian fur traders known as voyageurs, who once paddled through these waters. During the 18th and 19th centuries, the design of the reverse side of the coin captures this adventurous spirit perfectly. It features a common loon, Minnesota's beloved state bird, gracefully swimming across a calm lake, with rocky cliffs and towering pine trees in the background. The artwork was designed by Patricia Lucas Morris and sculpted by Joseph Mena, both renowned for their ability to bring life and motion into metal. The inscriptions read Voyageurs Minnesota, 2018 and a pluribus unum, meaning out of many. One, a tribute to the unity that defines the United States. On the obverse side, we see the classic portrait of George Washington, originally created by John Flanagan in 1932. The words United States of America, Liberty, in God We Trust, and $quarter framed this historic image, reminding collectors that each coin is part of a national legacy, stretching back over 2 centuries. The 2018 Voyageurs quarter was released on June 11, 2018, and was struck at 3 U.S. Mints: Philadelphia P. Denver D. and San Francisco S. The San Francisco Mint also produced proof and silver proof versions, which are highly sought after by collectors due to their mirror-like finish and limited mintage. Now, let's talk about what every coin lover wants to know: the value. On platforms like eBay, Etsy, and heritage auctions, the Voyageurs quarter has gained steady collector interest, especially in pristine condition or when found with rare mint errors. Circulated examples are usually worth their face value of 25 cents, but uncirculated or high-grade coins certified by PCGS or NGC can sell for $10 to $50 depending on grade. However, the real excitement lies in the rare error coins. Some Voyageurs quarters have been discovered with die cracks, off-center strikes, or double die obverses, making them extremely valuable. These unique errors have sold on eBay for $100 to over $400, depending on rarity and eye appeal. The silver-proof editions, especially those graded PR70 Deep Cameo, can fetch $50 to $150 in auctions. But beyond its monetary worth, this coin holds deep symbolic value. The Voyageurs National Park quarter captures the essence of adventure, endurance, and nature's untamed spirit. It reminds us of the courage of the early explorers who navigated uncharted territories, shaping America's northern frontier with strength and resilience. The 2020 Liberty Quarter dollar is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that celebrated the nation's most historic parks and landmarks. This program ran from 2010 to 2021, and the 2020 issues were among the most sought after due to their unique designs and the unexpected surprises that came with their release. What makes 2020 special is not just the designs but also the rare minting errors and special varieties that have taken the coin world by storm. There were 5 designs released in 2020, each representing a different state or U.S. territory. These include the National Park of American Samoa quarter, the Weir Farm National Historic Site quarter, the Salt River Bay quarter, the Marsh Billings Rockefeller quarter, and the Tallgrass Prairie quarter. Each of these features beautiful artwork and incredible detail, showcasing the natural and cultural heritage of the United States. But the real excitement for collectors began when error varieties started appearing shortly after their release. One of the most famous among these is the 2020 W quarter. The W mint mark stands for West Point Mint, and in 2020 the US Mint released only a limited number of these W quarters into circulation, about a million for each design. That may sound like a lot, but compared to the hundreds of millions of quarters produced at other mints, they are extremely rare. Collectors immediately began searching through their change, hoping to find one. These coins weren't sold by the mint. They were hidden in general circulation, making them a real treasure hunt. A 2020 W quarter in excellent condition can sell for anywhere from $30 to over $250 depending on the design and the grade. On eBay, listings of these coins appear regularly with uncirculated examples and professionally graded pieces selling for hundreds. Some have fetched even higher prices at auction, especially if they feature a unique minting error or remain in pristine mint state condition. Another exciting discovery was the Salt River Bay quarter, struck with a major die crack error. These coins feature visible cracks across the design caused by worn dies during minting. Such errors can raise the coin's value dramatically, with some error examples selling for $500 or more. Similarly, double die errors, off-center strikes, and missing edge lettering have been reported and are highly prized by collectors. What adds even more fascination to the 2020 Liberty quarter dollar is its connection to history. It was one of the last years of the America the Beautiful series and was minted during a time when the world was facing major challenges, including the global pandemic. Because of that, many collectors consider 2020 coins symbolic of resilience and change, giving them an added emotional and historical appeal. Online platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stax Bowers have reported impressive sales for 2020 quarters, particularly the West Point versions. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2000 New Hampshire quarter dollar, a coin that isn't just pocket change but a piece of American heritage rich with history, symbolism, and collector's intrigue. If you think a simple quarter can't hold secrets of time and value, think again, because the 2000 New Hampshire quarter has a tale that might just surprise you. This coin was released as part of the 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful coin series in U.S. mint history. Issued in the year 2000, the New Hampshire quarter was the 9th state quarter to be released and the last one minted for that year. Each of these quarters was designed to celebrate the unique history, culture, and landmarks of each U.S. state, and New Hampshire's design is among the most memorable and symbolic of them all. On the reverse side, the coin proudly features the famous Old Man of the Mountain, also known as the Great Stone Face. This was a natural rock formation located in Franconia Notch, New Hampshire, that resembled the profile of an old man looking out over the valley. It had been a beloved symbol of the state for centuries, appearing on everything from license plates to state seals. Sadly, in 2003, just 3 years after the release of this coin, the Old Man of the Mountain collapsed due to natural erosion. That makes this quarter not only a tribute to history, but also a permanent memory of a natural wonder that no longer exists. Below the image, you'll find the state's official motto, "Live free or die," one of the most powerful and fearless statements ever chosen for a state. These words, attributed to Revolutionary War hero General John Stark, represent New Hampshire's fierce independence and unbreakable spirit. Together, the motto and the Old Man of the Mountain reflect the state's identity: proud, enduring, and resilient against the passage of time. The obverse of the coin, like all quarters in the series, features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and first used in 1932. However, the inscriptions, "United States of America, Liberty, in God We Trust," and quarter dollar serve as a reminder that even though each state has its individuality, every coin still represents one unified nation. The 2000 New Hampshire quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produce coins for general circulation, while the San Francisco mint struck special proof versions, some in copper nickel clad and others in 90% silver, made especially for collectors. Now, here's where things get interesting. Not all New Hampshire quarters are created equal. Depending on mint errors, condition, and rarity, certain coins have become quite valuable. Some 2000 quarters feature off-center strikes, double dies, or planchette errors, which can make them worth far more than their face value.